First thing we're going to need is a folder containing all the flags of the world. I use flagpedia.net. I'm sure there's a bunch of other websites you can bulk download flags. This one just makes it really nice and easy. They give you a couple options here too. I chose the bitmap images. And then you can just download it as a full package, and this will put all the flags into one folder, which is going to make it a lot easier when we transfer them to the phone and then add them to the app. Once the flags are downloaded, you're going to want to open up the folder and notice how they're all horizontal, because obviously that's how flags are. However, these would look really dumb on a phone this way, so we need to rotate them so they hang vertically first. Windows makes this really easy, which is why we started on the computer in the first place. You could alternatively download these from the website on your phone, and I'm sure that there's an app out there that'll rotate these all for you. But on Windows, you just Control A to select them all, and then you can right click and rotate them right. Now this will go through all of the flags and then make them hang vertically. Alright, once all the flags are rotated in the right direction, you want to get these onto your phone. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. I suppose you could try emailing it, but you're probably going to have to compress it down because email has really low limits on what you can send. I just use Google Docs, and then on your phone you would just open up Google Docs and download them. The app I use is called Wallpaper Changer. I'm going to put the links in the description for all the stuff I'm using. When you first open the app, you have 3 tabs up top. You're going to want to go to the Albums tab to add your new album. You click on the plus arrow, and then I think it'll have you name it whatever you want. And then it'll add it, but obviously it's going to be a blank one because we haven't added the flags to it yet. The next step is to click on the No Images Added picture here, and it's going to pop up a little box. You can click Add Image, Add Cropped Image, or Add a Whole Folder. Since all of our flags are in one specific folder, that's what we're going to select. Now mine went and scanned my phone and found the World Flags Rotated folder that I have. If it doesn't do this, I think you can push the plus button and then actually dig around the files on your Android phone. But I'm pretty sure it should just find it right away. And then after that, the folder should be populated with the amount of flags that you selected. Alright, so now if we go back to tab 1, this is where you actually set up when you want your wallpaper to change. The first option is every minute. It's defaulted at 2. I don't have this one checked because I have mine set at a specific time. But if you want it to do it every so many minutes, this is where you check that. The next one is it'll change every time you unlock your phone. The third option is it'll change every time you double tap on your home screen. But if you want it to change at a specific time every day, you're going to want to hit that plus arrow, and it's going to bring you a page to add a new rule is what they call them. There's 2 different types. There's time and location, so you can set it up to change, I guess, when you get home. But if you want it to do a certain time, just leave it checked on the first one and then change the time depending on when you want it to switch. On the bottom here, you're going to want to make sure that switch to album is checked, and then make sure that the album name here is the name that you gave the folder that we created on the app. On the last tab is settings. You're probably going to want to make sure that fill is selected because all the flags are a little bit different sizes. If you do fit, you're going to have black bars on a lot of the flags. And if you do stretch, it's going to completely fit it, but it's going to warp the dimensions of the flag. So I have mine set on fill. You're also going to want to make sure that random wallpaper order is checked. This will mean that it will pick a random wallpaper every day as opposed to going in order. And that's really all there is to it. If you have any questions about anything, leave them in the comments. I don't have an iPhone, so don't ask how to do it on an iPhone because I don't know.